Hello 583 students, I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you about Module 3 and provide you an overview of the tasks for the module. Once you click into Module 3, you'll see the first thing is that this module is really designed a little bit differently. I think that you should start with the 3 chapters in the textbook, which I mentioned in the next bit in the task list, and then also listed down on the third item where it says Start Here, Foundational Chapters. But then after that, there are 3 main kind of folders, I guess, in the module. And you can do them in whatever order you wish. One is focused on human capital theory, one is focused on global education in North Carolina, and then thinking about international perspectives in North Carolina, and one is moving into exploring education around the world with a couple different resources, thinking to have you think about another chapter to read, etc. And then, of course, your country multimedia project. So you can start wherever you wish. You can do whichever ones you want in whatever order. I recommend that you don't wait until the end of the 3 weeks to do them because they do take a little bit of time, especially with the reading. Bless you, Tessa. So in Module 3 task list, as I mentioned, goes over kind of the general basics of what I just said. So you've got this starting with the chapters. Let's see. Wait patiently for it to open. And then after that, you've got the sections, the folders that you can choose from. So the Module 3 task list is slowly opening. Start with those foundational chapters. These are not uploaded for you because they are in your textbook. You should all have your textbook by now. So chapter 3, chapter 4 up to page 60, there's some of the things after page 60 that are not as important. And chapter 5. Then after that, this first bit on the task list explains a little bit about where we're coming at these topics. So you've got those 3 modules. Then in human capital theory, I give you an article to read. And then basically with that, chapter 5, and with that article, I want you to think about a way you can creatively teach somebody else about human capital theory. So if that doesn't help you learn enough, then ask me for more resources, and I'll be shoot those to you. Use the Ask Your Question for that forum for that, because people can also send you other resources themselves. So that's your required activities to teach human capital theory to a specific audience with multimedia. And the global education, where there's a wide variety of resources, you pick whichever ones you want to read, and then you will do a Twitter post. Details will be in the Blackboard site. And then education around the world, focused, of course, on your country multimedia project, but I've given you some additional readings. And then there is a specific assignment just about lingering questions around international assessments that I want you to provide me some insight into before the next module. So let's go back into Blackboard. So explore human capital theory again. These are the pieces there. The required activity. Find a creative way to teach human capital theory to a specific audience. Most likely this will not be written explanation. It can be a video, website, audio podcast, a recording of you teaching in front of a whiteboard. If you want to actually teach it to an audience, you can use the screen capture tool, an infographic creation site, Voki, etc. It's completely up to you. But I do want you to identify which specific audience. Are you teaching other teachers in your building? Are you teaching the kids that you teach currently, and tell us what grade that is? Are you teaching your coworkers? Are you teaching faculty in a certain department, etc.? Create a post here in this blog discussion board where you provide which audience you're choosing and a link to whatever resource it is that you create. Okay, so that's one module. Again, you don't have to do these in any certain order. The Explore Global Education module, again, there's a wide variety of resources over here. There's Go Global North Carolina, North Carolina Blueprint for Global Ed, North Carolina in the World, etc. UNC International Report, those are higher ed, Global Connections, Open Doors Report as well. And then a Twitter activity. I'll have a separate screen capture for that. And then Explore Education Around the World. And again, in this one, there's one website that I think you'll find fascinating, this World Inequality database on education. As you explore here, you can look at different countries, you can look at different data indicators, you can learn more about the report. It tells you a wide variety of things from places around the world. Then I provide OECD's website about PISA and then IES's website about TIMS, which are two major international assessments. There's an article about international assessments and their use specifically to the Netherlands. Then your required activity. And your required activity is basically a survey where after reading and reviewing these international assessments articles, you're telling me what your lingering questions are or what your specific questions are, and we'll use those to guide the next module. And the link for your country multimedia project, this takes you to the course information folder where you'll find all the links that I walked you through around that. So there's the instructions to the country multimedia project. There is also the screen capture about the country multimedia project and the place to upload it, as well as my own example. So that's a lot, but again, it seems like a lot, but it's not really when you think about it, because it's just three kind of discrete tasks. You're looking at some content and you're doing a required activity, you're looking at some content and you're doing a required activity, and you're looking at content and doing a required activity. And you're using those three chapters from the textbook as kind of foundational work. And you may have to reread them. You may read them, then do some work, then go back and read them again, especially with chapter 5 when you're thinking about human capital theory. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I look forward to seeing the work that you're creating in this module.